Have I ever told you how much I hate Pyros? Sure, I don't mind playing as him, but when fighting one, well, let's just say it makes me hot-headed. Don't worry, I'm just warming up because I like to make puns that are well done. What the hell for this? I'm sure most of you are already aware of this nuisance, but I really gotta get this burning question out of the way. Should Pyro be nerfed? I mean, the Pyro is unliked by a good chunk of the community, mostly because of how frustrating they are to fight against nowadays. But does the Pyro really deserve a nerf gun to its stupid face? Well, I have some food for thought over this whole ordeal, but if you get something wrong, please tell me in the description below. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. First off, let's talk about the Pyro overall. Pyro is a close-range, offensive class that uses flamethrowers, yet he is seen as cheap and overpowered. The reasoning of this lies in its lackluster weaknesses and its overpowered nature. Pyro's main disadvantage being his lack of long-range weapons, while his overpowered nature is caused by his ability to kill other people easily. And sure, you might be thinking, person on the interwebs, all classes can kill each other easily if used correctly. In which case you're right, all classes are powerful, but in this case, Pyro is a little too powerful. For starters, even though Pyro's weakness is his uselessness at long range, Pyro's can still become a problem considering they now have a jetpack. He can basically materialize right in front of your face now, thus making Pyro's weakness less severe than it used to be. And not only that, but the damage the Pyro can output at close range is actually soul crushing. According to the wiki, Pyro's flamethrower does 93.3 to 173.3 damage every second. Basically, you can literally take out about half the 9 classes in roughly 1 second, which explains my frustration when getting wrecked by one. Now I understand that most classes are like this, 1 to 2 shots and, you know, you're dead. But the Pyro is a little bit of a different story. Most of his weapons consist of walking towards the enemy and proceeding to spray his particles of death everywhere, not having to really aim. This means that he can output more damage when attacking groups of enemies, unlike a spy or a sniper, who can only attack one opponent at a time. For example, in Jedi Master's flamethrower video, which is down in the description below, you can randomly spray your flames around and manage to hit all your targets for the same amount of damage, which is pretty stupid. The damage shouldn't really be that consistent. Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention the backburn and the furlog? Yeah, it gets even worse, because both can do situational crits, which are crits that happen after you fulfill a certain agenda. They become even more annoying than the regular flamethrower because of that. Granted, you can still get crits with the flamethrower, but it's much easier with the backburner and furlog because it's situational. Doing the math, crits do 3 times the base damage of a weapon, but with flamethrowers, crits have fall-off damage. So basically, take 93.3 and 173.3 and multiply them by 3. This yields between 279.9 and 519.9 damage per second. That's literally enough to take out a fully overhealed heavy, plus some, like, that's... Were you, like, wow. Valve, were you on drugs or something when you were making the vlog? And just to rub salt in the wound, this thing, it has crits for 10 seconds. A potential 5,199 damage output. No wonder people despise Pyros. They have the damage potential of a spy on steroids. So in my personal and not so professional opinion, I think the Pyro needs a nerf. Badly. And though the Pyro is in a kind of broken state as of right now, I believe that with some tweaking the Pyro could become a more fair and fun class to play or fight against. I have a few ideas, but take them with a grain of salt. A fix for this might be to decrease Pyro's base flamethrower damage, say a 5 to 15% nerf, going with 10%. The damage output would become 84 to 156 DPS, and the crits would become 252 to 458. Or possibly make the particle smaller while decreasing the crit multiplier from 3 to 2. The DPS would remain 93.3 to 173.3, but the crits would only do 186.6 and 346.6. Whatever they decide to do, it's probably neither of these, honestly. Hey, it looks like you managed to survive this mess of a rant thingy. I'm trying out this new style of videos. As you can see, it's a scripted video instead of it being, you know, a regular, non-scripted video, I guess. So if you enjoyed it, maybe consider subscribing. I mean, it means a lot to me when someone decides my content is worthy enough to be in their subscription feed. Today, July 18th, 2018, marks the second year anniversary of my channel. I didn't do a first year anniversary because I was kind of taking a huge hiatus. Don't worry about that. And then what's also cool is that not only is today my channel's anniversary, but today is also my 16th birthday. So, happy birthday to both my channel and me. So, I don't know why, but I decided to make the channel directly on my birthday, which is pretty cool when you think about it. But, anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching the video, and I will probably see you sometime.